And you know, if it's Friday, it's time for Barron's Buzz. Barron Senior Editor Jack Howe is here with a sneak peek at the latest issue of Barron's Magazine.
Hello.
Jack, thanks for being here.
Good to be here.
All right, you guys have your top 50 annuities today. All the buzz is deferred income contracts.
Yeah.
What are these? Why should we care about them?
This is a small but a really fast-growing niche in the market. It's really the simplest product probably in the annuity universe. You put a chunk of money in, you wait a certain number of years, and then when you turn on an income stream, you know how much you get, and you know that it lasts your entire life. One advisor we spoke with describes it as it's like having an old-fashioned pension account, but you're not getting it from General Motors. You're basically creating it yourself. We see two broad trends in annuities. People are going for defined products over the variable ones right now, and they're also shifting toward lower fees. And that's long been a criticism of annuities. So we've got a list for folks who are in the market for annuities who want this kind of product of a bunch of them from the top-rated issuers, ones that have the lowest fees, ones that have the best returns. So if you're in the market, this is a good place to start your shopping.
All right, next up, you guys have a look at solar and whether it's a risky investment right now. This is a conversation that I feel like has been going on for a little while now.
Yeah, you know, the solar industry, I mean, there are great technology gains going on in terms of the efficiency, but there's this 30% federal subsidy that these guys are getting on installations, and starting in 2016, that drops down to a 10% subsidy. It's a big deal for these guys in terms of their sales. Our DC columnist writes about a couple of different moving parts here. First of all, lawmakers have a lot on their plate right now trying to extend some other tax breaks for things like research and development, and this is not something they're looking to take on right now. And there are some other vested interests out there like utility companies that aren't keen on seeing this extended. If it's not extended, you could see some much lower profits than people might be expecting for these stocks.
And last up, headed into the weekend, if you want to predict the World Cup winner, you guys have a piece of advice: follow the money. It seems simple enough.
Yeah, well, our writer looks at this site called betfair.com where you can track odds as they move, and they change even during a game when a team scores a goal. So if you want an extra piece of information while you're watching, if you're too impatient to see who's going to win, you can track the probability there while you're watching. Have you been into the World Cup?
I have to admit that I haven't been, but now that I have these tips, I'm going to get into it this weekend.
But the U.S. won a game, and if the U.S. is winning, it's more interesting to me. So suddenly I'm a little bit into it. We'll see what happens when they play Portugal on Sunday.
All right, it's time to tune in. That's Barron's Buzz. Jack Howe, thanks for joining us.